I have no clue what I'm doing. I plan on designing as I go and see what we'll come up with. I'm sure by the time I'm done, I'll have a nice cart to work with. I really like having my new TIG welder on top of my MIG like this. Takes very little space in the shop. It stacks nicely, but I can't access the cover for replacing the consumables. And I need somewhere to tie up that tank as well. So I've been thinking about this for about a month now, and the only solution I have is to build another cart. So today I'm building a new welding cart for the TIG welder. And since the TIG was bought strictly to work with aluminum, I guess we're building an aluminum cart. Now I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no design. It is strictly by the seat of my pants, a DIY project. And I'll design as I go, and I'm sure by the time I'm done, I'll have something that works perfectly for me. Okay, I know this is looking elaborate, but it's all about getting positioned and comfortable to have a steady hand. And these welds are turning out pretty good. All right, so the basic idea is coming together. I figured just a box, welder sitting on top of the box, the tank at the back. I just have to figure out what height I would like. Inside that box, I can have a place for tools, for all my aluminum specific tools. So I like the height of my MIG welder, so I think I'm just gonna duplicate that. So I just need to figure out the height of the box, compensate for the height of the wheels, cut 4 sticks, and there's the frame of the box. Woo, it's not a big box. 10-inch box. That's not terrible, actually. And of course, it doesn't have to be exact. I'm building my own, it can be whatever I please. So that's 5 inches. Welder's 15 inches. That works for me. So cut 4 legs at 11 inches. That'll bring the box. That'll bring the box about here. To make the box 12 inches tall, I need a leg that's exactly 9 inches. And that brings it exactly to the end of my saw. Talk about a built-in gauge. This is just meant to be. And here's my first oops of the day, and well, it's not the first, it won't be the last, I'm sure. Kind of miscalculated for where the leg sits. I was kind of assuming I had 4 corners. I forgot the bottom tray goes further. So I gotta cut this a little different. So just by clearancing the angle, it'll fit better. Well, good morning. So it never fails, and I start getting tired, and instead of just hanging it up and stopping for the night, I'm always tempted to just push through, get a little bit more done, and that's where mistakes happen. So of course I don't have a welding jig or a table, so at every step of the way I'm making sure that my framework is staying nice and square. And it was, till I screwed up and I kind of put some force on it to bring a joint tighter together, and I end up warping the stupid thing. So now I got a problem to solve this morning. All right, quickly found out that's not a race car axle. It bends way easier than I thought. So a little bit of pressure with a pipe. It's now sitting flat on the floor. Once it's on wheels, I'll be happy with that. And once I weld the last of these uprights here, that'll hold the frame in place, so I'll be good to go. Now, some things you just need time to think on. I really like the look of this checker plate aluminum. I think it's a really nice look to it. And I thought, you know what, let's just weld it in. And as I'm looking at that and doing some testing, well, the checker plate makes a gap between the two, and the angle is much thicker than the checker plate aluminum. And well, as I did some test welding, I mean, I can weld it, but I'm not a fan of what it looks like. So ideally it should be welded from the front side, but it really wrecks the finish, and I don't want to do that. So of course, time to think. Yep, I really like the look of it with the rivets. This will do quite nicely. All right, I'm really liking how this is turning out. Now I just got to figure out a way to mount the tank on the back. I don't want to take the machine apart to take the handle off. I really don't want to take the handle off. We're going to have to figure out some type of a mounting bracket. Well, I'm really happy with how this turned out. This is exactly what I needed. That's going to do me really well. I'm really looking forward to going out and enjoying the mountains again, but what else are you going to do when it's minus 30 and the wind is just howling? So, shop upgrades, look after some projects, and just hunker down until it warms up a little bit. And looking at the forecast, that's coming soon.